I bought a DSi in 2019 to mod, so let's get this box open, see what condition this DSi is in, and whether I can actually mod it. Wow, I gotta say that is the shortest intro that I have ever done, and I'm sure you're all happy about that. But inside this box, well, we're gonna get to that after I say, don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button, and also don't forget to click that bell if you'd like to keep informed of new videos I am uploading on the We Deem channel. So welcome back to another episode of We Get Technical, and in this box, as I stated in the intro, there is a Nintendo DSi, and I bought it mainly to mod and play some DSiWare games, and also, I don't know, maybe some emulators. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it was mainly bought just for DSiWare games, and I got this guy for 40 bucks, so let's get this box open without any more babbling so we can see what condition it actually is in. It's in a case, that's promising. And there's not much else in the box, so let's go ahead and open this. I don't think that this actually came with a plug, so hopefully the battery is charged a little and I could at least see it working, and then I'll have to go ahead and get a plug, although I think one might be sitting around here somewhere. It's been a long time since I had a DS. But here is the Nintendo DSi. It does come with a stylus, and the stylus inside here. Here's the stylus that comes with the system. And here is one that someone had extra. And at first glance, this thing looks like it's in pretty good condition. I only spent 40 bucks on this, and I mean, let me see if I could wipe some of this fingerprints off. There are some surface scratches, as you can see, but nothing really major. The side plastic looks pretty good. The back looks pretty good. I don't see any really noticeable scratches. I don't know if that'll clean off. This is actually pretty good. I don't know why my voice is getting so high. I think I'm rather excited. It's a whole lot better than that Vita. The screen, when you get inside, this screen does have quite a bit of scratching on it. As long as I can see and play the game and it doesn't hinder gameplay too much, I'm not too concerned with that. Like I said, I bought it just mainly for DSiWare games. Let's see if the thing turns on, and it does indeed turn on. And the scratches unfortunately are kind of noticeable when you're playing, so that's kind of annoying, but I can get over that. I mean, the system was only 40 bucks. So let's go ahead and let's add the touchscreen is working. Let's go with English. Well, as you can see, this DS is working for 40 bucks. It's not bad. The outer housing is in pretty good condition. Both screens, unfortunately, it does have some scratching and scuffing. It's not something that's going to completely bother me while playing games because I got it for 40 bucks. So now that we know what condition it is and that it works, let's get into modding it. Alright, and let's go ahead and actually test the cartridge before we get into modding it. This Call of Duty I just happen to have laying around. Alright, unfortunately that Call of Duty for some odd reason did not work. And the only game I have, which believe me is not by choice, is personal yoga training. And the game does work. Alright, before I get into how I'm gonna mod this DSi, I'd like to give credit to the Modern Vintage Gamer. He has a video up on his channel going through this whole thing. It's where I learned how to mod my DS. So I will leave a link in the description down below to his video, and I also will leave a link possibly up at the top of this video, who knows. But let's get into it. First thing you want to do is you want to have an SD card. I happen to have one laying around. This is an 8 gig. I want to get a bigger one at some point, but for now, this one will do. And in that SD card, after formatting it to FAT32, so you want to actually go ahead, go in the format, and then you want to format it to FAT32. You want to create a folder called private, and in that folder, you want to create a folder called DS, and in that folder, you want a folder called app, and then within that folder, there's going to be a folder called 484E494A. Now after that, within this folder, you're going to want the pit.bin file. Now in order to get that file, you gotta head over to the gbatemp.net. There will be a link in the description down below, and you want to go ahead and download the pit.zip file. Now after all that's done, you're gonna need a homebrew menu, so you're gonna want to go ahead and head over to the github.com website. There will be a link in the description down below for this as well, and you want to download the HB menu 0.7.1. After downloading that file, you're going to go ahead and extract it, and within there's going to be a boot.nds. You want to go over to the root directory of your SD card and copy this boot.nds. Okay, now we can put the SD card inside of the DS, but before you do that, something that I noticed, this hack or homebrew will not work without fully updating the system, so you have to go into your system settings and update the console, which you can do even though the DSi online is down. Let's go ahead and put the SD card inside of the slot here. Now we're going to head over to the camera. Should be able to select SD and then albums, and there it goes. The next step is to copy the fwtool.nds from the NDS folder in the Flipnotes-Lenny zip. All links for everything will be in the description down below, and you want to copy that over to your root directory on your SD card. Alright, you want to head over to your camera app on your DS. You want to make sure you're on the SD card, and as you can see it says album photo 1. You want to click that. That should load up this Dev Kit Pro. That's the HB menu. Then you want to navigate down to FW Tools. Click that. Then you want to navigate to Back Up DS NAND or NAND. It's going to go through that process. That's going to take a little while. Alright, we're winding down to the end here. It did take a couple of minutes. Alright, as soon as you've seen saved nand.bin.sha1, the process is complete. You're going to want to save this file somewhere safe because you're going to need it for the next step, and that is heading back to your PC. You want to go to the unlaunch.zip file, link in the description down below, and you want to go ahead and copy that over to your root directory. You want to rename it unlaunch.nds. Unlaunch.nds. Now we take the SD card back out and head back to the DS. Now we're back on the DS here, and we're going to want to repeat steps 1 through 3, which we're creating a NAND backup. So we're going to go back down to FW Tools, Backup NDS NAND, and then wait for that guy again. The next step is to exit out. We're going to head down to the unlaunch.nds, and we're going to want to go ahead and hit A. Now we want to go down to install now. And the install process is complete. Didn't take all that long. Now you want to go back and navigate to power down. Alright, now we're going to hit the power button and see if this thing worked. If it worked, you should see the unlaunch management screen. And it's there. With unlaunch installed, your system now has primitive brick protection unless the launcher's TMD file is destroyed. Unlaunch has protection that should prevent this from happening. And HIYACFW uses your SD card as the DS NAND, adding a very resilient layer of brick protection. Alright, now we want to get into installing the HIYACWF, and it has several advantages that only having unlaunch on your system will not allow. And this includes booting the system from the SD card, installing homebrew applications to the system menu with ease, including a custom splash screen on boot, automatically booting into another application such as TWILIGHTMENU++. Alright, and the requirements for this is a NAND backup taken from your device, with the new GBA footer. FW Tools 2.0 will create this footer automatically when it makes backup. You should already have this backup from the previous step that we did. Everything that I've been doing in this video has been coming from the DSI.cfw.guide website. You have to install the HIYACFW. The requirements are a NAN backup taken from your device with a no GBA footer, which we've done before. The FW tool will create this footer automatically when it makes a backup. You should already have the backup from the previous section as we've gone through. Now the HIYACFW helper, Windows users are going to be able to, which is what I'm on right now, is going to be able to use the .exe. Users of other application systems may use the .py, which requires Python 3. You also need the 7-zip software, which there will be a link in the description down below. Let's get into the instructions as you see here. And the first thing, obviously, with every step here is to insert the SD card into your PC. Then you want to copy the contents of the HIYACFW helper.zip file to a folder on your PC, which I've already done, and I think I might do it again here. So let's go ahead and get that open. It's the HIYA folder you want to look like that, and it has these in it. So then you want to go ahead and click this and run this if you're on Windows, as stated. That'll take a minute to run. It'll then go through all the steps. And as you see, it's going to ask you for the NAN file here. And you're supposed to click this install latest Twilight menu on custom firmware. We're going to go ahead and hit start, and it says now you'll be asked to choose the SD card path that will be used to install it. In order to avoid boot errors, please ensure it is empty before continuing. I have since copied the NAN file onto the desktop, and that's where we're doing it. We're going to go ahead and start this with a fresh SD card and see if that changes what's going on here or the errors that I'm having. Now, as you can see, it's downloading the latest HIYACFW. Let's let that go through what it's going through, and then we'll come back when it's finished. And hopefully this fixes the error I'm having. Alright guys, it's finished. Now we're going to pop this SD card into the DS and go from there. Hopefully this fixes it now. Guys, we're back over here on the DS. I popped the SD card in. I hope this works, and that was the error. I'm going to power on the system. I forgot I changed that. Alright, I forgot I changed the boot menu load, and I had to press A to get into this. Alright, now you have to go down to options, and I'll press A where it says no button, and you should be able to now go down to HIYACFW. As you see right there, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click that. Now navigate down to save and exit. Power off the console, turn it back on, and hope to God that now we got it right. Now we're going to power it back on. And now as you see, we're greeted with this, and with this you can change things to your liking. I want a DS splash screen, and I guess an auto boot. You can put the splash on, and then you hit start to save, and it should restart. And we're still getting a blank white screen. This Twilight, for whatever reason. Oh wait, never mind, I'm wrong. It worked. I was getting that blank screen before after I tried to change things. That was the error I was making. That's what this channel's all about. This is us learning from each other, and this is me doing things for the first time. I am no expert. As you will see in that PS Vita video, I bought that Vita. I was hoping to fix it. Unfortunately, you guys did not see me fix anything but taking the thing apart and realizing my worst fear is that I paid $63 for a paperweight. I'm still going to try to fix that thing, so if you guys are interested to see if I do get that thing working, do hit the like button, do hit the subscribe button, And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter to see some updates on that PS Vita. But either way, my final thoughts, I got a DSi in 2019 and I modded it, and I had my errors and I made mistakes, but you guys can learn from my mistakes. Make sure that when you get to the I keep saying it wrong, I sound like an idiot, the HIYACFW, that you make sure you're using a blank SD card and not the one you use to mod the system.
You dumb mother.
Now we can get DSiWare games on here, which are not on a network anymore. The network closed down. You cannot get it any other way. So I can't wait to put DSiWare games on here. If you guys are interested in seeing another video where I do happen to put those games on here, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to thank the DSI.CFW.guide website and also Modern Vintage Gamer, because honestly, I probably would have never done this. If you have any questions about modding the DS, please leave those in the comments down below. It was frustrating but still fun, and now rewarding that it has worked. If you liked what was contained in this video, as always, hit that thumbs up. If you thought that this video was horrible, hit the thumbs down. Please do consider sharing amongst friends, so this video might help someone else that might be looking to mod a DSi in 2019. And as always, don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button.